begin our program with Broken Hearts in...
Yo, Wagwan people. What is up, people? What is up? Okay, so we are live right now, live from the village. We are live, about to get into some what about to play today? Overwatch, that's it. About to play some Overwatch today. Overwatch. Now watch me whip. Now watch me nay. Haven't live streamed on a Tuesday for a good many weeks now, I think actually. I think it's been a while since I last live streamed on a Wednesday, on a Tuesday rather I should say. It's been a long while, I think. I get at least 3 or 4 weeks, maybe even more than that, since I last live streamed on a Tuesday. So it's been a good while. The last few Tuesdays I've had to well, I haven't had to, but I have been out and about and doing things that prevented me from streaming. So yeah, welcome back to Tuesdays. We'll see if we'll see if I'm streaming next Tuesday or not. We'll see about that. But for now, welcome back to Tuesday. So yeah, play some Overwatch today. Might play a little Devil May Cry a bit later on as well. But for now, play some Overwatch. Before we do that though, just looking in the news today. Looking in the news. So let me switch over to this screen so y'all can see what I can see. And this is I guess the biggest thing in the news. The biggest thing that I've seen anyway. That concerns our little corner of the world. I should say, maybe not the biggest thing ever, but from what I can tell, it's the biggest thing in our part of the world, which involves Jake Paul and gun reform changes. We need, in my opinion, well, his opinion. So I saw this. Apparently, this is trending on Twitter. It's or moments on Twitter, and I'm just reading this myself. Actually, I was just going through it as I was going live. So I don't actually know what his reforms are, but I've just seen it down here now. His 5-point plan. So let's see what Mr. Paul thinks should be changed as far as guns go. There's a few gun enthusiasts in the village, so maybe if they come in later, we could ask their opinion on this to see if they think they're any good or not. But the first one is be at least 21 to buy a gun. Okay. Go through a 6-month minimum course, similar to driver's license courses. The driver's license course. Professional mental health evaluate. He put Heath, but I'm sure that meant health. I won't be a grammar Nazi right now. Professional mental health evaluation. Ban gun shows now. And the 5th one is 30-day wait period after purchase to receive firearm. Okay. Well, I mean, they sound. I don't know about the gun shows. I'm not sure why you'd ban gun shows. I mean, I don't know what. I think that's something to do with a loophole in how people can get guns. without being registered. So, but I don't know if that's the fault of the gun show, maybe that's just something, you know, you just need to stop doing. You know, it's like when you buy a car and you sell a car, you have to re-register the car and, you know, give the new details of the owner. So maybe have something like that of who your guns are registered if you sell them on. But I don't know if that's a gun show or if that's something that just happens at gun shows. But anyway, but everything else, I don't know. It seems somewhat reasonable, I guess. You know, but then I'm talking as an outsider. I'm talking as a Brit. So you know, what my view on it is going to be very different to, I'm sure, the average American's view on it. I'm sure there's things to consider that I'm not thinking of because I'm not there. But from what I can tell, they seem fairly reasonable, I guess. 21 years or older, minimum 6 months course, professional mental health evaluation, and a 30-day wait period. And a 30-day wait period. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. What anybody else thinks of that, if any other gun fans come in, or if anybody else wants to chime in. But anyway, what else is happening in the world today? Alright, so about this, cancelled Star Wars Battlefront 4 art shows Dark Side's Luke, Jedi Maul. Okay, so what was the cancelled Battlefront 4 art? That looks pretty cool, actually. Dark Luke. I like that. I like this one as well in the top right. That looks pretty cool. I like that. What about this Jedi Maul, though? This one doesn't look too bad. This one on the far right here, but I don't know. I think the Dark Maul looks a bit, Dark Luke looks a bit cooler. Yo, Wagwan, Mr. Man. Brah, brah, brah. Look at this, Emperor Vader, looking at some cancelled Battlefront 4 artwork. Hey there, Mr. Man. Big up, big up, big up. This one's Emperor Vader. Jedi Leia. I wonder why they cancelled these. Some of these look pretty cool, though. Dark Side Leia. Oh, Dark Side Leia looks pretty cool. I don't know, this one on the left doesn't even look like Leia, though. I like this one on the right, still on the far right. That looks really cool. I like Dark Side Leia on the right. But the left one looks like I don't know, Dark Side Kate Moss or something. We got Evil Chewbacca. I like Evil Chewbacca. That's a bit lame, actually. I don't like that. But how you doing, Mr. Man? How's your day going? How's everybody in the village right now? To all the stalkers and the talkers, appreciate you all. Oh, that looks really cool. I like that. Well, that's just normal, really. Oh, well, that's Dooku. Okay. It looked like Qui-Gon Jinn. It's actually Dooku. These look like them knockoff posters you get from the market. Some of them do, actually, innit? Yeah, these were cancelled Battlefront 4 artwork. Yeah, some of them look really cool. Others look a bit, others look a bit off. This one's a Luke. Dark Side Luke, I guess. Another Dark Side Luke. But yeah, they look pretty cool. Well, some of them look pretty cool. What else we got happening in the world today? By the way, has anybody here been watching Black Lightning on Netflix? And if so, what do you think of it? I don't feel there's too much else happening in the news today. Or at least not too many interesting things. Yeah, not too many interesting things. Okay. So, biggest thing in the news right now, or at least biggest thing I can tell in the news right now, is Jake Paul putting out a tweet and a video talking about his 5 points for gun reform in the United States. That's what people are talking about. And I don't know if you can see it on screen, so let me just read it out to you. It's number 1, be at least 21 to buy a gun. Number 2, go through a 6-month minimum course. Number 3, professional mental health evaluation. 4, ban gun shows now. And 5, 30-day wait period after purchase to receive firearm. That's his ideas. I don't know. I mean, they seem pretty. I don't know about this gun show thing because I'm not sure why you want to ban a gun show. But I don't know. They seem pretty reasonable to me, I guess. But I am an outsider to that whole thing, so I'm sure there's lots that I'm not considering myself. But anyway, he should be training for the ass-whooping KSI is going to give him and his bro. Is it Jake Paul that KSI is fighting? I thought it was Logan Paul. But I don't know. One of them, both of them. To be honest, that whole thing doesn't interest me too much. Like that was it KSI and Joe Weller, the one that happened. I guess was it last month or yeah, last month I think. I mean, I know what happened because it was I was on the news, but I don't know. I just felt to myself. I mean, I guess actually you're a boxing fan, so you'd have an opinion on this. But I kind of felt to myself, I'm not really into professional boxing that much. So what would the point of watching two amateurs go at it? That was kind of my thinking behind it. You know, but what was your take on that whole thing, KSI and Joe Weller? I mean, did you watch it and did you think it was a good fight? Did you think it was good for the sport? You know, two YouTubers who just want to have a go. You know, KSI can actually box a bit. Yeah, I believe they did train for that. Well, I think they both trained for it. Well, maybe KSI trained just a little bit more. Maybe. He hits hard to understand some fundamentals. Okay. Do you think he has what it takes to go professional? When I say going professional, I don't mean necessarily become the best boxer in the world, but just in terms of being able to hold his own against, say, your average professional fighter. Autumn Bells. I don't know who Autumn Bells is. I'm going to decline this because I don't know who it is. I don't really want to be accepting too many things from people I don't actually know who they are. You could do well in small hall shows against scrubs. Okay. Not necessarily against people who can actually fight then. Which is fair enough. I mean, he's not trained. Well, I mean, I guess he trained a little bit, but he's not like a lifelong trained boxer. So I guess that's reasonable. But yeah, I heard about this old stuff. KSI now wants to fight. Is that going to be the next thing though? Because before it was all like, you know, the diss tracks and all that kind of stuff and the drama. Is this the next phase of like YouTube? Just starting fights with people, but you know, do it through legal means, so you know you can't get banned or whatever. Because if you just fight out on the street, you can get arrested. But is that the thing now? Just arrange a legal fight, sign all the contracts and whatever. train for a couple of months, and then get into an amateur boxing ring with another YouTuber. Is that what's happening? Is that the way we're going? Maybe I should fight somebody on YouTube. Who should I fight? Who should I pick a fight with? Which YouTuber should I pick a fight with? One that I can beat, by the way. No, nobody's gonna whoop my ass. 25 mil. Watch the fight. I think it's gonna be massive. Well, I was watching one Philip DeFranco show episode, and they was talking about that and sort of his view on it. And apparently, you know, YouTube's general position is trying to cut down and, you know, mitigate sort of the whole drama and that whole thing. So, you know, I think how big it gets could depend on whether YouTube decide they'd even allow it or not. Because on one hand, you know, they do allow boxing on the show on YouTube, but then professional boxing is generally not about, you know, settling beefs and, you know what I mean. That's that sort of thing. You know, professional boxing is generally not about that. So if they, yeah, they might decide to take it down or to not allow it anymore, just based on it not really being about the sport so much. You know what I mean? Setbacks have always been a thing. Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. It's entertainment, and if they follow safety procedure, there's no problem. Ooh. Yeah, I think as far as the safety thing goes, I mean, yeah, you're right. As far as following that, it shouldn't be an issue. But what it might come down to, at least according to Philip DeFranco anyway, is that if YouTube start to see it as YouTubers starting up, you know, this sort of fake beef and fake drama for the sake of, you know, generating more views to a boxing match, that's what they might try to crack down on. You know, so it's whether they look at it that way or not. But they might require certain other things, you know what I mean? YouTube has its own policies. You can never predict what they do exactly. Yo, Frozen Gamer, Wagwan. Hello, 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 hello. How you doing, FG? How's your day been? We're just talking about boxing, or YouTube boxing specifically. And yeah, who should I fight before YouTube decide to ban boxing off the channel? Which YouTuber should I fight? But you need to pick somebody who I can probably beat. I don't want to fight nobody's gonna whoop my ass. I ain't trying to. Nah, someone who I can beat easily. You know what I mean? Because I don't want to risk messing up my face. So who should I fight before YouTube ban it? Who should I start beef with? Fight your brother? No, my brother's not a YouTuber. That won't work. No one's gonna watch that. I need someone who's people gonna watch. Twins versus twins. Okay. I don't have a twin, so unless I fight my clone. Oh wait, you referring to? Okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. I think it was those videos where I, doubled up. Okay. Yeah, I could do that. It might take some editing though. Boom. Ah. I've got a couple of them though. I killed 2. They only got me.
I love it when that happens.
I think between Junkrat's and Tracer, two of my favorite characters in this game right now. A little bit of Widowmaker too. Can't remember. Oh wait, the movie stars Michael B. Jordan. Can't remember what it's called. It's about a man named Oscar Grant. Excellent movie. Would that be Fruitville Station or Fruitvale Station? I think it's actually called. I haven't seen that film, but I think that what might be referring to. Yeah, I've heard it's really good. I've not seen it, but that was Ryan Coogler's first feature-length movie, starring Michael B. Jordan. In fact, so far, all Ryan Coogler's movies, all his feature-length movies, have starred Michael B. Jordan. He's yet to do a film that does not star Michael B. Jordan, or yet to do a feature film, I should say, that does not star Michael B. Jordan. So they seem to go well together. But yeah, I've only seen Creed, and I've seen, well, Black Panther. But yeah, still not yet seen Fruitvale Station. But yeah, should be on the list of movies to try and get around to. He's not a basketball player like his dad. Loving basketball. Oh, you mean Michael Jordan? Yeah, Michael Jordan's not Michael B. Jordan's dad. Yeah, Michael Jordan and Michael B. Jordan are actually not related. Although they got very, very similar names. But yeah, they're not related. Yeah. Yeah. So good. I think a lot of people would have thought that they were related just by his name. But I remember I did look it up when I heard the name and found out they're not actually related. Ooh, what's that? Damn it. Would have not made sense. His dad was in the best possible, and he's an actor. No, I think that could make sense. I mean, you don't have to follow with the profession that your dad does. You know. Yeah. In fact, I think most people generally don't follow the profession that their dad does. You know. Or I don't know. Well, I don't know about most people, but at least most people I know generally don't do the same job as their dad does. You know, my dad was a minicab driver for many years, and the closest I ever got to being a minicab driver was when I was working as a motorbike courier for a short period of time, which absolutely sucked. That's not something I would want to keep doing for that long. I have considered becoming a minicab driver though, like, you know, especially with like Uber and stuff. It's pretty easy to do. You don't have to do the whole, you don't have to do the knowledge thing anymore. You can just, you know, as long as you pass like a, you get like a license, which is fairly straightforward. It's expensive, but it's pretty straightforward to get. So I did think about doing it, but nah. It wasn't good enough, hence the P. Yeah. He has another son called Michael F. Jordan. He really wasn't good enough. Gotta defend this area, yo.
Come on. I hate waiting.
Yeah, be like Mike. Speaking of Michael B. Jordan, the true king of Wakanda. He's raising an alphabet. Well, that makes sense. I mean, he can start his own basketball team eventually. So do you guys do the same profession as your dads? Or your... Ooh, shizzle. Nah, yeah. I think most people don't. I don't know. At least most people I know don't. I think like if professions like, you know, basketball or, you know, say sports and say acting and sort of entertainment professions or artistic professions or sports professions, it's probably a little bit more common that the son might follow in the footsteps of their parents. But I think outside of that, you know, I think most of the times you generally don't. You know, if your dad has like a real boring job or something, you probably won't. Probably don't feel like, nah, I don't really want to do that. Nah, I'm in a pickle. What's the pickle, Frozen Gamer? Now my dad is actually successful. Oh, I see. Fair enough. What does your dad do, Mr. Man? Well, if you don't mind saying. What was he successful at doing? And what's the pickle you're in, Frozen Gamer? And being in a pickle is not necessarily a bad thing, because if you pickle a cucumber, it becomes a gherkin. I don't think that's true, actually. But might be close. Oh, shizzle. Don't really know where to go. I might do security. Security is not a bad profession to go into. I mean, what type of security are you looking to do? Like, you know, sort of like a surveillance type security, or do you mean like sort of shop security where you're, you know, you're a bit more on your feet and, you know, chasing down petty thieves and things? Ah. Hopefully getting my badge soon. Okay, so okay, nice one. I don't want to chase anyone down. Have you seen Paul Blott's Mall Cop? Where he's a security guy in a mall. And now that might give you some inspiration. But you know, I think if I was a security guard, I wouldn't want to chase people down either. I'd be the guy who's like, well, I mean, I'd be like the guy that's literally the bare minimum to keep my job. You know what I mean? Like the absolute bare minimum it takes to keep my job. That's what I do. Because, you know, with security, you don't really have to like chase people down because, you know, like your life could be on the line and all that kind of stuff. The insurance don't cover it sometimes. I'll be the absolute bare minimum security guard. That's what I'd be. Security is a good move there. There's plenty of thieves about. Yeah, there indeed. Every single one of them would get off easy in my watch, though. I'd be like, oh, yeah, he's too fast for me. I'm just saying, because with security, you're not really expected to be risking your life. So I'd just be like, hey, man, he could have had a weapon on him, so I'd be like bare minimum security. People be stealing stuff right in front of me. I'd be like, all right. Something which is not too hard, but it's achievable. Well, everything is achievable if you set your mind to it. You know, everything is achievable. Yeah. The thing is, any type of job you do, or any type of profession you do, it's not going to be easy. I mean, yeah, I know I'm taking a piss a little bit, but real talk. I mean, if you was to be that lazy security guard, you probably won't have a job very long. But yeah, anything you do that you want to do, it's never going to be easy. You know, there's always going to be challenges, always going to be things that you have to learn, always going to be things that you have to get better at. It's never going to be easy. You know. I will help them still as long as they don't kill me. Listen, I'll be making arrangements with the crooks and get them to cut me in. You know what I mean? They'll be stealing stuff, deal me in a cut. Take 10%, man, 10%. 10% to turn the cameras off or something. Actually, no, I want more than 10%. If I'm going to turn cameras off, or like, you know, be not you know, be in the toilet or something, you know, when they're doing their thieveries, I want more than 10%. Maybe like 30 at least, 30% at least. You don't want to take too much because then it's just not, then it's not worthwhile. You know what I mean? You gotta be fair. So yeah, about 30% I think is fair. There is so-called easy money. It's just the law will stop you making that easy money. Well, there you go. There you go. Indeed, indeed, indeed. Alternative payday free. Yeah, I would just be hiding around, pretending like they overpowered me or something. I want to ask you about comedy. Sure, go for it, Frozen Gamer. What would you like to know about comedy? I mean, I'm saying that like I'm some kind of like I'm some long-standing comedy expert. I know a few things, I guess, but I think I'm funny. Do you have to think differently? What do you mean by think differently? I guess yes. In terms of when you're looking at something, you know, you try and find a humor in it, which I guess in some respect that means thinking differently. Say that might the average person, you know, looking for that. And like, it also depends what type of jokes you want to be doing.
I suck with them.
You know, I mean, my thing is like, I don't try to offend people, right? But at the same time, I don't feel like I want to be shying away from something just because somebody might get upset by it. So what I try to do is, okay, how do I make this into a light-hearted situation, or how do I make this into a fun joke without being mean about it, or without, you know, deliberately being mean, or without saying things that are just outwardly vicious, you know what I mean, and not really necessary. That's how I try to think about it. And there are times where I come up with jokes that I'm not, in the end I feel like I don't really want to say it, you know, because I feel like they're not really the type of things that I want to be doing. And there's times where, you know, but other times, you know, you try to come up with things that are a bit more along those lines. So yeah, thinking differently. As I said, a long way of answering. It's a very basic question, isn't it? Like when two people see the same. Oh shit! Like when two people see the same thing, but one might make a humorous. One make you humorous, and the other one makes it as it is.
Oh, I threw my grenade across the map.
Everybody has that ability. Like rappers, they are masters on how to rhyme words. Yo, Wagwan people, just so you know, I am live streaming this game, so anything you say can and will be used against you on the internet. Enjoy.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, you know, I think
that's what I like. That's what I like to hear.
Anything that can be done can be taught or can be learnt. So even if you don't have a natural ability for something, I think if it's something that you want to do, you can learn how to do it. You can learn how to be funny. You can learn how to be a rapper. You can learn how to lay a brick. You know, you can, even if you don't have a natural ability or natural sort of inclination for it, anything that you really want to learn, you can learn how to do it. But it takes time, it takes practice, it takes dedication. You know, you ideally should have a passion for it because it can take a while. And you go through a long time of, you know, maybe not being funny or not really seeing the humorous side of things right away. You go through maybe a long period of that if it's not something that comes to you naturally. And even if it is something that comes to you naturally, that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be easy for you because you have to practice, you know, keeping that skill. You know what I mean? Just because if you don't practice something, no matter how much of a natural ability you have at it, if you're not practicing doing it, you're not going to have it for very long. You're not going to be very good at it for very long. Yeah, even if it's natural, you know, you've got to practice doing it, you know. It's like if you naturally gifted piano player, but you never played the piano, You know what I mean? You're not going to be very good in the end because you haven't practiced it. So just because you have some natural... Oh, shit. What the hell? Yeah, just because you have a natural... just because you have a natural ability to something doesn't mean it's always going to be there. If you don't practice doing it, that natural ability will fade. For example, is this funny or not? Okay, what you got a joke for me. Cool. Lay it on me. I like jokes. Ah, shit, man. Lay your joke on... Oh, I got done by that machine. Lay your joke on me. Yo, Akami Martinez, how you doing? Speaking of rapping, Wolf is flow backwards. How you doing, Akami? Appreciate you coming through. Big up. Now, how's your day going? How's your day been? Okami Martinez. Let me change my damn hero right now, actually. Oh, I can't be junk right. Let me try Widowmaker then. If you ugly, you better have money. It's not the beat. It's not the beat. I'm not sure what the joke is there, actually. Sorry. If you ugly, you better have money. It's not the beat. I'm not sure I get that. That might be a very nuanced joke there, Frozen Gamer. I might need a little bit of explanation on what you mean by that. Sorry, my bad. What's your rank? My day is great. Good to hear. Good to hear. I am ranked what 13? Level 13. I don't play ranked matches if that's what you mean, because I'm not high enough level for ranked matches. But oh shit, got me behind. Oh, it's not the best way, man. Right, okay, I've used friends of the joke. Okay, so the joke is if you're ugly, you better have money. Then you're saying it's not the best. Okay, sorry. I'll get you. I'll get you. Well, here's the thing about this joke. Here's my feedback, if I may. Because one of the things that I consider in a joke is how does it relate to reality, right? Because you could have pretty much two types of jokes. There's jokes that are funny because they relate to some kind of truth, right? And there's jokes that are funny because they're just very, very silly. And depending on how you tell it depends on, you know, which one you might be going for. So if you're going for a joke that's funny, that's based on some kind of truth, then the idea that, you know, ugly person better have money doesn't quite hold up, at least not in every situation. Like, I think there's times where you can say it and it can be funny. Like, for example, if you see a guy and, you know, he's like clearly like he's like, like he's got like his nose over here and his eyes are down, you know, something like that, and he's got like the absolute most beautiful, stunning bombshell, you know, woman, supermodel type woman with him, and you just make a comment like he must have a lot of money, you know, that situation like that, you can get some humor out of it. But I think as telling a joke, yeah, it might not go too well. So yeah, that's what I think. But well, it depends what you're trying to do. Just made it out. It's so good. Console or PC? I'm playing on PC, Okami. PC Master Race. What? What's your rank? Do you play Overwatch, Okami? And how? Oh shit, I got too close. I forgot I was playing once in a moment. Yo, meme rise again. We rise, we fall. We rise and we fall and we rise again. Depends on delivery as well. A concept can be funny, but you need to deliver it well. Indeed, how you say it is just as important as what you say. That's true. My mum's doing great. Thanks, Meme. Thanks for asking. She's doing just fine. I'm a gold Hanzo on console. Okay. I don't even know what that means because I'm. What is gold? Is that when you start playing on the ranked matches, you get like silver, bronze, gold and stuff. So I haven't even started playing on the ranked matches yet, so I don't know what that is. I'm too low for the ranked matches right now, and I'm playing as a Widowmaker, which I don't mind, but I prefer Junkrat to be honest. But somebody took my Junkrat. I'm stuck with Widowmaker. Yo, Belgian Dan. Yo, yo, yo. Anyone play Team Fortress 2? Anybody play Team Fortress 2? I think, Dan, you play Team Fortress, don't you? Or maybe I got that wrong. Wolf. What's Wolf about, AverMedia? Why are you typing it over and over again? How you played it? Cool, cool, cool. So I thought, one sec. Too many wolves right now. One sec, one sec. But it's not true. People care about looks and money. But is it not true? People care about looks. Well, it depends on the individual, really. I mean, plenty of people you might consider to be not typically good looking, but you know they do just fine, and they're not rich either. You know, so start off like this. My Steam profile has Bugs Bunny now because old cartoons are best TV shows. They're pretty damn cool, aren't they? So you either look good or better have some life savings. Well, I played it. Just completed. Okay, Carmi, do me a favor. Can you not type wolf over and over again? Because, yeah, not cool, man. Not cool. Just completed MVM. What's MVM? MVM tour. Yo, JTVJ, what up, homie? Frozen is onto something, though. I've noticed you getting more attractive the more successful, rich you've gotten on YouTube. Well, I do okay. Maybe it's because it's my smile. The more successful I get, the bigger my smile is. I think confidence has a lot to do with attractiveness, in all honesty. You're really good at giving advice. Well, I mean, I know a few things, I suppose. Can I play as drunk right now? Thank you. I know a few things. I'm just old and picked up a few things along the way.
Hello.
I don't like this.
I tried to, yeah, I tried to. When you had 10 subs, you were sort of yuck, but now you have 220 subs, you sort of hot stuff. Well, I mean, 220 subs, you kind of a big deal, so what can I say? What can I say? What can I say?
Must be the payload to its destination.
What are you just joking? I'm hot stuff. What are you just joking? Or ass.
Thanks a licking. Kids on ticket.
No, it's just something. My sarcasm is thick in the mud. You better not say, well, indeed. I made this home up when I was a kid. What home? Ooh, we get this guy.
Exposing the payload. Snipers, be careful.
No, I've been lurking for a bit, thinking about the comedy combo. Ah, nice. Yeah, appreciate the lurkers, all the stalkers and the talkers. I appreciate you all. But yeah, I like to do a little comedy. I do have a comedy channel for those who would like to hear some of my comedy. In fact, the link just come up through Nightbot. Actually, no, it didn't come up through Night, but that's just links to other things. Those are my social media links. But yeah, check those out too. But there's a link in the description to my comedy channel. So yeah, check that out. Just posted a new video today talking about chat-up lines that girls use. So yeah, appreciate if you guys would check that out. What do you call a motorbike with no wheels? What do you call a motorbike with no wheels? Dan says hover bike. No, a broken motorbike. See, that's just silly, and I like that. I like that. Because you're expecting something, but it's just, no, it's just a broken motorbike. And it's like, yeah, of course. But it's just, I mean, when I say silly, I mean, yeah, it is a broken motorbike, but it's because you're expecting some kind of major punchline. It's like, no, a broken motorbike. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Nice one, FG.
Sniper detected.
Don't mess with my family.
It's like that old one about what you call a fly with no wings. A walk. What you call a fly with no wings and no legs? A still. This is silly. Facts. You know what I mean? Facts. Facts, yo. Wow. Facts. Wow. Facts.
Armor over here.
If at first you don't succeed, blow it up again.
My retina's just there detached because I rolled my eyes so hard over that joke. Well, those are the best kind of jokes, aren't they? You know? Yeah, my mom's still doing great, meme. Clouds. Oh, wait, no, I missed a bit. Here's a classic. What do you call a cow with 3 legs? Clouds, okay. Wait, a cow with 3 legs? Clouds? Why? What? I don't get it. Do you mean a cow with no legs? Or you actually meant 3 legs? I don't get what you mean. Why 3 legs? What's the 3 legs got to do with the clouds? I mean, if you said no legs, I get it because of the body and the pattern. But I don't get the 3 legs.
Armor over here.
Oh wait, no, that wasn't a joke. Sorry. Wait, that was I was doing the wrong answer. My bad. My bad. My bad. Lean beef. Gotcha. Now that makes sense. Gotcha. Gotcha. Lean beef. Yes, that makes sense. I got it.
Securing the safe zone.
What you call a cow with no legs? Ground beef, yeah. What's beef? Beef is when you need 2 gats to go to sleep. Beef is when your moms ain't safe up in the streets. Beef is when I see you, guaranteed to be a I see you. Now one more time, what's beef? Beef is when you're what did Bill Cosby say to the woman? Drink up. Okay. That's naughty. That's just naughty. It's funny, but it's naughty. Would you call a cow with 2 legs? Your mom. A lot of cow jokes. Ah, come on. How did Bill Cosby die? How did Bill Cosby die? He OD'd on pill Cosby's. I think you could do better than that, meme. You could do better than that. You know, it's sad about Bill Cosby, though, because, like, you know, when I was a kid, I used to watch Bill Cosby on the TV, and I used to think to myself, I wish this man was my dad. Now, when I see Bill Cosby, I think to myself, maybe he is. I'm getting eliminated, Mel. What's that going on? Why is Cosby a bad man for putting it in the jello?
Meteor strike.
Putting it in and putting it out.
I have big plans for you.
Insert Seinfeld theme here.
Like the mail stops.
I don't even remember the Seinfeld theme right now. I did watch it. Not that much though.
30 seconds remaining.
We don't have much time. Don't let up.
Oh, I'm not doing too well right now.
Fire at will.
Google Bill Cosby fun game. Good one. You're so old, you're watching this in black and white.
There's a way of moving. Attack.
That's pretty funny, actually. Bill Cosby fun game. Alright. So, Bill Cosby fun game. Okay, so alright, I'll look at that later. I'll look at that later. I don't do too well in this match, man. Damn. I'm surprised you like this game. Yo, Thoughtbots, what up, homie? How you doing, my man? I like this game a lot. I didn't get any kills. Damn, that's bad. Yeah, I do like this game. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I generally like first-person shooters. This anyway, sort of action-based first-person shooters. I like that type of game, and this is well that. So yeah. Excuse me. I can dig it. Want to hear a joke? Right, go for it. Me. What's the joke? It's not a bad game. It's just hard to get into. Well, I guess well, depending on how far you want to get into it. I mean, I play many just for the fun of it. I'm not really trying to get onto like leaderboards and, you know, that whole thing. So, you know, I'll say it's pretty easy to pick up. I mean, yeah, it's not like anything's going to be difficult to master. But in terms of just playing it, I mean, if you pick a few characters, I think you're fine. If you try to play as all characters and get good at all the characters, yeah, that could take a while.
It's a perfect day.
I bet it's not actually fun. Well. John Tron's upload schedule. Oh, right. Okay, was that the joke? I don't follow John Tron enough to know how how funny that is, but I'm guessing his upload schedule isn't very good right now. That's what I'm guessing anyway, but yeah, I don't really watch too many of his videos, so I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't know. Wow, one indeed. Yeah, yeah. Bruh, bruh, bruh. Rainbow Six is hard to get good. Been playing it for 2 months. Now I'm just getting good. I think if you're really if you're into a game, then you want to get good at it. That's the thing, you know. Whether like some games have like say a lower barrier to entry than others, but games that have say like a high sort of barrier, if you like the game and you actually want to get good at it, then it's cool. But if you don't, then just like it's just hassle really. But a game like this where it's a fairly low barrier to entry, I'd say, this game. But that being said, you know, there are levels to it, so you know. I just heard the best joke. Okay, what is it? What is the best joke? Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I'm going the wrong way. What does the best joke mean? Better not disappoint though. I mean, you just said it's the best joke, so boy, you build it up real good right now. Yeah, God or evolution has given us the ability to achieve anything through practice. Practice. Practice indeed. Practice makes improvements. Oh, come on, man. All these guys. Feminist social shit. I'm sorry, Anita.
Keeps on ticking.
I live in Anita Sarkeesian's basement. Okay. I'm not sure that's a funny joke. I mean, I mean, I don't know Anita Sarkeesian is a. I know of Anita Sarkeesian. I'd imagine she has a pretty decent basement, though. To be fair, I mean, regardless of her views on various things, I'd imagine that she has a nice basement. I don't know. She strikes me as the type of person who keeps a clean house. I'm just saying, she probably keeps a fairly clean house, so probably has a nice basement. So if you live in her basement, I don't know. That's probably not too bad. So I think it's probably worse places. Oh, come on, man. All right. Well, I've got 2 people at least. What do you call a fly that cannot move? They're dead. Your jokes make me want to commit senpai. Oh, come on. They're not that bad. This isn't much of a joke, but there's a girl named Anita Do in my city. Sounds like okay. Sounds like I need a doobie. Oh, doobie. Okay, Anita Doobie. That's her name, right? I guess people make fun of her last name. I'm guessing. Go take a doobie. Have a doobie. What'd you call a fake noodle? I don't know, Belgian Dan. What do you call a fake noodle?
You won't get rid of me,
Pasta. You know, I think I've heard that before as well, but that's so stupid. Pasta. Oh, I should not have laughed that hard at that joke. I really shouldn't have. It's not that funny, but it is funny. What do you call a 700-year-old man? I don't know. What do you call a 700-year-old man? I need to stop dying so much in this. Haze, you call him Haze. Oh, really? Really? Footbot's got jokes, huh? Alright, alright. Alright, alright. Photomus Prime. Alright, alright. Oh man, every bloody. Sorry, I made a shit joke. Ignore that. Okay. Did you hear the world's youngest baby was born today? I did not hear that actually, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. Yeah, the world's youngest baby was born just this second.
My ultimate is charged.
Congratulations.
My tactical mind.
I mean, you're no longer allowed to tell jokes. Everyone's allowed to tell jokes. You know, the bad jokes are the best jokes, as far as I'm concerned. The worse the joke, the more unfunny a joke is, the more funnier it is. I mean, you know, limits, of course. As long as it's got to make some kind of sense. Oh, it's a side. You're so old. You put dust. Oh wait. Would you call a skeleton in a cupboard? Hide and seek champion. 1824. I don't get what you just said, Frozen. You're so old you put dust. Oh, you shoot out dust, right? You shoot out dust. You got beef, old man. I'm half your age. We can go. Hey, man. I may be twice your age, but I don't get old. I get better. That's what's up. That's what's up. Listen. I'm not old. I'm classic. That's what's up. Where's the beef? In the fridge or the freezer. Yeah. What do you call a dinosaur with extensive vocabulary? What do you call a dinosaur with extensive vocabulary? I hate Indian givers. Actually, never mind. I take that back. I'm not sure I'll get that. What's a giver? Indian giver. I'm not sure I get the joke there. A velociraptor. Velociraptor. A thesaurus. Yeah. What the fuck? Are you aged beef? You get better. Nah, listen. I get better with time. Classic. I'm like the Sistine Chapel. You just can't replace me. I get refreshed every year. Would you call someone who saw God commit a crime Jehovah's Witness? Do you know I have a date with Siri? She kept giving me restaurant locations, so I dumped her. I'm not sure I get that. I mean, I can't think I get it, but I'm not sure I get the whole dumping bit. Experience, training, time, and more knowledge. Yeah, done know. Yeah, Belgian Dan knows what's up. Indian giver means you give something and take it away. It comes from the term of Native Americans. Latin pilgrims settled in America, and then the settlers wound up taking over the lands of the people. Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay. That's so good. So good, Frozen Gamer. It's all fun, it's all trying. And the more you do it, the better you get at it, you know? Here's one of my favorite jokes. It was by a comedian called Bob Monkhouse. And he says, when I told my parents I wanted to be a comedian, they laughed at me. Well, they're not laughing now. I'm sure he said it. He says it much better. Yeah, when I told my parents I wanted to be a comedian, they all laughed. Well, they're not laughing now. I don't care what anyone says. When the pilgrims have native smallpox lace blankets, that's fucked up.
I claim this objective. Stand with me.
Jokes come over time with me. Yeah, I'm not overly familiar with the whole pilgrim story and the natives, so I'm not sure what that's referring to, Thoughtbots. But yeah. It'll descend on a situation. I think if it's something that you're trying to do, one thing that you might try is try to just have it in your mind to not always answer with some kind of witty comments, because you know it's not always appropriate to answer things with a witty comment, but at least always try to think of something witty you can say in a given situation. You don't have to use it there and then, of course, depending on what's actually happening, but always try to have it in your mind that you always think of something witty or some kind of witty remark. Or, you know, when you're having conversations with somebody, you know, think of things that you could say that you might use if, you know, it happens again. And you probably find that you don't get this time, you don't get this opportunity to use it again after that, because that's just life, really. Damn it. Like your mum. That's what people used to say when we was in school. Your mum, your mum.
If at first you don't succeed,
Yeah, what about my mum?
blow it up again.
Your mum's nice. Yes, mate,
I'm taking the objective. Get over here.
Yo, mama. Yeah, yo, mama jokes. They were big back in the day. Back in like the sort of late 90s, 2000s. There was a time when they were big. Like everybody was on it. Your mama's so this. Your mama's so stupid. Your mama's so yeah. Grow crops and how to survive on foreign land. Okay. Not really my people though, Thoughtbot. My people came from somewhere else. But I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Got him. So good, so good.
You won't get rid of me, that is.
I am taking the objective.
I made a comment before that. Oh wait, that's gone up a bit. 1 sec. It's off my screen now. Well, the comment before that you wrote was Jehovah's Witness. Unless you meant something else. There was a decent amount of mutual trade and such, but things such as alcohol and smallpox did a number on the health culture of the Native Americans. I see, I see. What about your mama jokes? Oh, about your mum, her cook. Oh, you mean Frozen Game was comment? Okay, your mum, her same cook was cooking second. Okay. Your mum is like a vacuum cleaner. She sucks. She blows. She gets laid on the closet.
1. Round 2. Capture objective.
Your mum is like a vacuum cleaner. Dirty on the inside. Fortnite is releasing for mobiles that people can now play with themselves in the toilet. How would that work on a mobile? I mean, I guess it can work. Would it play with other mobile users, like a special mobile server? Or is it going to be linking to the main game? I guess they'd have to have their own. That's not even. Shizzle. No, the one I wrote about your mama jokes. I made a joke. Okay, I might just miss that completely. Then my bad. I'll try and find it in a sec. Is your mom Jamaican? No, Nigerian. My family's Nigerian. I called my friend's mom huge. He said say that to her face. So I said I would, but my car only has a half tank of gas. I got a half tank of gas, and if we run all the lights, we'll make it there. We'll make it there, son, on the wrong side of right. Shit. Let me try and find this Your Mama joke that meme wrote then, real quick.
Meteor strike.
I can't see it, meme. I can't see a Your Mama joke from you.
I will watch over you.
Can't see a Your Mama joke from you, meme. Sorry. If you don't mind typing it again, but if you don't mind, that is. But I thought you were part Jamaican because you say Wagwan isn't that Jamaican? It is, but growing up in North London, I grew up around a lot of Jamaicans, a lot of Jamaican immigrants, so that was very much part of my my dialect as a youth. And yeah, I think just in London in general, by now a lot of people use it, you know, from that. So it's just very much part of London slang by now. Wagwan. It has, yeah, it has Jamaican origins, no doubt. But yeah, we've adopted it as part of our lexicon. Oh, come on, man. I'll do it again. Cool. What's the food like in Nigeria? I don't know. I've only been there twice, and they're both a very long time ago. It was okay, I guess, from what I can remember, and I don't remember anything specific. I guess it was okay. They have like coconuts, which is cool. But yeah, I don't remember anything specific. It's too long ago. I was a young person when I went. Aye. I don't like your mother jokes. They're terrible, unfunny, and show lack of intellect and taste in comedy. Like your mum. Okay, I see. That was the whole thing. Gotcha. I see. Gotcha. Okay.
Meteor strike.
As a Brit, what's the food in Britain like? It's edible. Depends on where you go, of course. I mean, yeah. I guess the truth, I don't eat a lot of traditional British food. I mean, occasionally I might have fish and chips, which is a very much an English thing. At least I think it is, anyway. Unless that's another thing we've adopted. But yeah, I guess I don't eat much traditional British food in the end, really. So, but it's all right. Nigeria isn't the most popular tourist attraction, but to be honest, I know nothing about the country. Yeah, probably not. I mean, I don't know what the... I mean, I'm sure the most popular tourist attraction is somewhere in America or something like that. Japan, maybe. I don't know. Or Cancun, that might be a popular place. So, yeah. But, yeah, no, it does okay as far as tourists goes. People go to visit, you know, if you've got family there or friends there or business there, or if you just want to go on holiday. Some people do. Maybe not the most amount of people, but, you know, people do. So it's not like nobody goes there. But, yeah, that's probably, yeah, there's more popular holiday destinations than Nigeria. I think that's fair to say. Nigeria is in South America. Okay, no, you're way off. It's in Africa. West Africa, to be more specific. Do you go for any of the classic British weird stuff? I love the staples, though. What do you mean like weird stuff? I mean, do you mean like black pudding? If you mean stuff like that, nah. Or pigs in a blanket, nah, none of that. I don't eat pork anyway, but yeah, no, not that kind of weird stuff. If that's what you mean. Jelly deals. Yeah, no, allow that. I'm not trying that. I don't need to try that. I don't need to try that. Japan is one of the world's top tourist attractions. Yeah, that don't surprise me too much. I'd like to go to Japan one day. I really would like to go to Japan. That looks pretty cool. I wonder why. Well, nothing to do with Logan Paul, I'm sure. I don't think he helped matters too much. I got a crested gecko today.
Perfect day for some mayhem.
Has and brief fans and nice people in the world, no joke. Cool. Is it the groping or how the women dress? What, in Japan? I don't know nothing about no groping. Japan is a unique culture and a very accessible culture. Defend. The people in the people in Japan, the workers at the airports bow to you as your plane lands, and you won't get it that kind of respect in the States. I'm not sure I want people bowing to me though. I don't know. I mean, I'm not trying to disrespect anybody's cultural customs or anything, but I'm not sure I'd want anybody bowing to me. No, that I don't know. That might make me feel weird. People bowing down to me, like, it's okay, dude. It's okay. No, yo, no. Women dress very respectfully. Booty shorts and Western slutty styles are looked down upon. Booty shots. Booty. They bow instead of handshaking. You bow back. They do because it's more hygienic. Really, like, don't want to touch you, man. Don't want to touch you, man. Why don't we just nod instead, like this? So that way I'm not bowing, you know, and they're not bowing to me, and no one has to feel. I don't have to feel uncomfortable. We don't have to touch. We just be like, "Sup." I think that's a good sort of you know, waiting between, a good balance between the two. Sup. Yeah, you need to do that instead when you meet somebody. What's up? It's like a nod. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, what's up? Just do that instead. What's up, man? What's up? I'm going the wrong way. I'm sure people shake hands in Japan. I don't know. I seem to have some kind of memory of some kind, or some kind of thing where I'm sure I've seen plenty of Japanese movies where they shake hands and it's just as a regular thing. Like, maybe it depends on where you go. I don't know. Maybe certain parts you might bow more, and certain parts, other parts of the country, you might shake hands more. But I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I just seem to think like I've seen maybe Japanese movies or something where, you know, people shaking hands and it's just a normal thing. That's what Londoners do, yeah. What's up? I can do that.
No one can hide from my sight.
Because bowing shows you got out of your way to identify their existence. You would go to Japan and not bow. I don't. But here's the thing. I mean, honestly, I don't like the idea of bowing to a human. You know, that just is that whole thing. It's like even things like, you know, when you watch a stage show. And they bow at the end. That's I'd rather, yeah. Like, I wouldn't want to do that. I don't see myself as being above anybody. I also don't see anybody else as being above me. You know, so yo, Manageriat Wagwan. How you doing, Amanda? Wasteland princesses in the house. Yeah, yeah. Besides football, you gotta understand, I grew up in Britain. We go to other countries and expect them to speak English. So that's how I was raised. You definitely can shake hands here. It's not alluring, I think. Okay, cool. Ah, damn it. Bastards.
No one can
They shake hands, but it's not regular things. My best friend is Japanese. Taught me a lot. Cool.
You won't get rid of me that easily.
I think you watch too much Karate Kid. They're doing that again as Cobra Kai. That's coming back on YouTube. That's because you're getting your opinions from a movie. A perception of bowing being bad is only in your. The perception of bowing being bad is only in your head. Anybody been to Japan? Oh, that's yeah. That might solve it. Been there and tried shaking somebody's hand. Did they just get mad at you so you want your hand to shake? How dare you? Overlooking the bowing, it is not. Bowing is not about being above someone. I'm sure it's not, but I'm just saying in terms of how I look at it, you know, and why I'd rather not bow down to people. You know, so I'm not about disrespecting other people's cultures. I understand that there's more to it than what I see and what I think, but that's why I'd be uncomfortable with bowing down to somebody. Got him. Ah, Visage. Okay, how are you today? I'm great. I am great. I'm good today. Thank you for asking, Amanda. I am great. Yeah. Playing a little Overwatch. Trying to get good with Junkrat. Oh, I've got somebody. Nice. I'm going this full. Nice one. Too many foreigners go to Japan and disrespect the culture. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Probably mostly Brits. We disrespect a lot of cultures. Got him. I wish I could go to Japan though. I'm too broke. Yeah, it's expensive, Japan, isn't it? Yeah, to go there. I remember looking into it. And even just say for like a few days in just a regular hotel, you're looking at thousands of pounds, or well, nearly £1,000, I think, or something like that. It was. I can't remember the exact money, but it was expensive. So yeah, broke as F. No, I want to go, but I'm broke. Yeah. Discount is a thing, but it takes the smallest amount of effort. Yeah, I know.
Sniper, don't get caught.
You'll probably find it's fun to do after the first few times. Yeah, well, we'll see. Well, if you've got a bad back, every time you bow down, you just can't get back up again. Oh, the back. Oh. It sucks. All about the respect. I was just going to right. That's FG. Okay. Yeah. All about the respect. Some cute Asian girl will bow at you, and then you'll suddenly have a sexual fetish for girls bowing. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Guess it's never happened, so I can't really comment. I don't know. Got him.
Sniper.
He'll tell you we should all go then. All about the respect. All the people here in the stream, let's go get the cash. Yeah, that's it, man. We need that money, yo. Gotta get that money and go to Japan. Go to Japan. We can be the next wave of Westerns that disrespect the Japanese culture. All about the respect. Brits don't go to Japan. We go to Spain and Australia or Turkey. Well, at least 99% of people you ask. Yeah, I think Spain is a popular destination for Brits, actually. But Ibiza in particular, I've never been to Ibiza. I wouldn't mind going to Ibiza. The only thing about going to Ibiza is that I feel like at this point, I'm probably not going to enjoy it as much as if I went when I was maybe, say, 20 to 25, you know. Because don't get me wrong, I know there's other things to do in Ibiza outside of clubbing, which is cool. There's lots of things to do in Ibiza, but I just feel like such a big part of Ibiza is that whole scene that if you go now, it's kind of like, yeah, there's like 90% of it that that's just gonna go over your head, you know. So it's healthy. What about the area? How you doing? I can't read your name. It looks Russian, but how you doing? I appreciate coming through. To all the stalkers and the talkers, appreciate you coming through. Big up, big up, big up. If you haven't already, make sure you sub to the channel. I live stream most weekdays, about 7 p.m. GMT, plus posting other videos as well from time to time. And I have a comedy channel for those who don't know. Check out my comedy channel over on Bandit Haze, youtube.com/Bandit Haze. Links in the description if you like to laugh. I think I'm funny. I got a new video out today. Check it out, check it out, check it out. Talking about chat lines that women use on men. I don't like none of these, actually. That would be awesome, but I'd have to take the Wasteland Lord and the Wasteland Warrior as well. Indeed, the whole family got to come. How many people in the stream going to watch Asian porn? 50% of people. I don't know about that. I wouldn't. I'm not interested in that, yo. Each to their own. But nah, I don't think so. Are you by any chance a fighter, UFC? Well, actually, we're just talking about which YouTubers I should fight, since fighting YouTubers seems to be the thing right now. You know, that's how you get famous. You have to fight other. You have to start fake drama and fight another YouTuber. That's how you get big. So no, I'm not a fighter, but I don't know. If you pick out a YouTuber for me, I'll start beef with them and I'll challenge them to a fight. I'm not going to, by the way. I'm not. I'll probably get my ass kicked. Don't forget to give the stream a big thumbs up and share on your social media. Yes, please. If you like what you're saying, give it a like. Much appreciated. Thanks for that, Amanda. Wasteland Princess in full effect. Yeah. He thinks he's funny. I think I'm funny. I mean, if I didn't think I was funny, then I wouldn't call it a comedy channel. I'd have to call it something else. But I think I'm funny. I think my jokes are funny. Hopefully other people think my jokes are funny too. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Let me know if it made you laugh. Nobody go to that channel. He makes dad jokes. Dad jokes are the best jokes. What you talking about, man? He's not sure. The only thing I'm sure of is that I'm not sure of anything. Can you do some bitbox or rap? Oh, beatbox. Okay. Interesting question. Should I be concerned why you'd ask me that? I haven't done beatboxing for a long time, man. Damn, a long time. Oh, that was a nice shot, man. Coming from a distance. You are, yes. Well, appreciate that, Frozen Gamer. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aye, aye, aye. Although I do understand what you're saying, but still, you're a cheerful dude, and listening to you is still nice. Well, thank you. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Glad you find me cheerful. I try to be.
I'm on fire.
I try to be cheerful. Positivity, man. Try to be positive. You know, there's a lot of negativity in the world, a lot of things that could get you upset, a lot of things that could bring you down. And you know, you got to acknowledge that as well, of course. But you know what? Got to stay positive. Got to stay positive. No, that's not how it goes.
They're taking the point. Time to blow it. Them.
Gotta stay positive and focus on the protons and post dope songs on mp3.com. As deep as a two-pack poem. I wish I got to know, but fame with pop up with the greatest, but now they gone. What's going on? On my album, I'ma do a song. Who shot your remix featuring Shine or Sean? Before I battle told strangers, I'm making sign disclaimers that they're aware to danger. See, I might become overwhelmed with anger. Spit your skull like a banana and bludgeon your face with a hammer. You wanna rhyme? You like this W9. I sign below the $9 like your publisher's mine. I gotta have your publishing rights. Hang you upside down. See if afraid of heights. Remember Vanilla Ice? Axe Paradise if I'm nice. I took the train to Chamber Street, blacked out as mixtape twice. Back in 95, I was a tiny guy. You can see the hunger in my eyes. I just wanted to rhyme. I'm still in my prime. Still chasing down what's mine. Still, like Dre, but Jay-Z ain't writing my rhymes. Quick to say hi, quick to say bye. Quick to take a flip with some guys and leave before the Polaroid dries. He was standing there a minute ago, the brother replied. With his mind on his money, on his money, on his mind. Reflecting over times when I was signed. Selling the album for $10, but only a dime was mine. What's the odds of writing 2006 sides each? Like there's only 36 ways to die in these streets. There's a million ways to die the absolute least. One of those messing with the beast from the east, aka me. Aka the capital C. Ripping the jacket live on MP3. Keep it locked, y'all. Yeah, baby. No, that's not one of mine. That's not one of mine. I wish that was one of mine. That's cannabis. That's a cannabis freestyle. Haze only beatboxes of UFC fights. Next week he's gonna dress up as Miss Doubtfire. No, I am not. That's not happening. Exactly. I don't even know who it is. Good. It ain't happening. Do you like the game? Yes, I do like this game. I like this game. I don't know if I like it a lot, but I do like this game. It's a fun game to play. I find it fun. Are you still going to do the request for a Mandela effect? I've got it written down. God willing, that's something I can get to. I do have a couple of ideas, but not like a fully fledged video. So yeah, the plan is to get to that at some point. I don't know when. I don't know when. I don't want to give a time frame on it, but it is something. Is a list on things to do. So yeah, at some point, God willing, I'll get to that. Appreciate the suggestion. Anybody else got any suggestions? Let me know. I may not always get to it right away or anytime soon, but yeah, I'll write them down. I'll try to get to them at some point. So yeah, Hero Gallery. He's rapping like you're from the 90s. Who first? Gotta add Lil to your name and slow it down. I think that is from the 90s actually. It was, like I said, it's a cannabis rap, and I think it actually was from the 90s if I remember correctly, or maybe late 90s, early 2000s. I think it's ran about. It was about the time when MP3.com was a big deal. I don't know if you guys remember MP3.com. It was an early website, but it used to be a big deal. And it was ran about that sort of time, so maybe late 90s, early 2000s. I think that was done. I'm not trying to be a rapper though, so it's all good. But I'm not a rapper. But I'm not a rapper. Black shirt, headphones, microphone. Call me black shirt, headphones, microphone man. Ting tang, ping pang boom. Overwatch video game, I play that. Junkrat, I play as him. TV screen, I watch that. But I'm not a rapper. You should get Far Cry 5. Yeah, I don't know, I might get Far Cry 5. I'll probably get Far Cry 5. It's out soon, I think, isn't it? So yeah, I might look into that. I don't want to pay full price for it though. I'm not sure I want it that much. We'll see. Also, thanks for letting you know. Anyhow, I need to get going. It's dinner time. Love, respect, support. And I see you later. The village is strong because you make it strong. I appreciate coming through, Wasteland Princess. Big up to Wasteland Princess. Big up to Manageriat AJ. Thanks for coming through. Enjoy your dinner. Love, respect, support to you and your family. So, Wasteland Princess, a Wasteland Lord, and a Wasteland Warrior. Giant rat-a-tat-tat. Rat-a-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Sex me so good I say blah, blah, blah. Work it. I need a glass of water. Boy, oh boy, it's good to know ya. Story is deep. It's about some cult. What story? Which cult? What did I miss? I'll say a lot of the rap that I not necessarily listen to, but certainly a lot of my favorite rap songs are probably from the 90s. There's definitely a few post 90s rappers that I really dig. I think most of my favorite rappers and rap songs were sort of mainly active in the 90s or started their career during that time. Oh, sorry, the cult, right? The Far Cry. Yeah. That's right. Yeah. But incidentally enough, I probably didn't listen to a lot of rap in the 90s itself. Like most of the 90s I spent maybe listening to like jungle, heavy metal, rock and roll, that sort of stuff. Jungle was just everywhere. And I didn't really start listening to rap till maybe late 90s, sort of like 98-ish. Rasa-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. Alright, so they're going to be difficult to get. Oh, we've got shield now. We've got shield. Okay. I'm not a huge into rap, but I preferred the funky hip-hop sample-based rap music in the 90s. It's too basic to now it's too basic to sit through. Yeah, I think during the 90s, I think a lot of it was sample-based. Like you had like sort of little bits taken from a song, and that was the thing. I guess it does still happen, but maybe not as much as it used to. And that's either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you want to look at it. Yo, do we have somebody with a shield? We got somebody with a shield. We can get closer. Do you find Lee Mack funny? I don't believe I've heard a lot of Lee Mack stuff, so I can't really comment on him. I don't know. I'm not sure I've heard much of his stuff, if anything. Appreciate that. Thanks for the health. Thanks for the health. Ooh. Damn it. I've seen that Lee Mack guy. I remember liking him. Okay, cool. So we've got some recommendations. Nice. Do you watch Not Going Out, Lee Evans? Oh, I don't think I watched that, Not Going Out. But yeah, I know about Lee Evans. I haven't watched, well, I think he retired, didn't he? But yeah, I know about Lee Evans. I've seen one of his stand-up specials like years ago that he did. And a few movies that he's been in which I enjoyed, like Mass Hunt, sorry. Lee Evans and I can't remember the other guy's name right now, Martin something I want to say. But yeah, he did a film called Mouse Hunt, which I thought was really funny. And he was really funny in it as well. Nathan Lane, that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah, Nathan Lane. You see slapstick. You know what? Yeah, he is slapstick, but you know what? He does it well. And I think in the end, it doesn't matter whether it's slapstick comedy or whatever comedy, as long as it's funny. And if it's funny, it's funny, whether it's slapstick or not, you know. And I think Lee Evans is funny. Oh, we got a flyer here. Got him. I think when you do slapstick and it's just like not funny, it's just like sad, then yeah, it's an issue. But if you can do it, and it could be funny, then hey. Sinbad is good. I don't think I've heard Sinbad's. Go check him out. He's that comedian, Sinbad. Speaking of comedians, have you seen Marlon Wayans stand up on Netflix? Wokish. If you've not seen that, that is funny. I think so anyway. Marlon Wayans made me laugh all kinds of stuff.
Check me out.
Marlon Wayans had me hurting. Simmons and Jingle All the Way with Arnold. Okay. I mean, I know a guy that calls himself Sim, but that might be. I'm not sure that's the same one you return to. We talk about an old school actor. Eliminated Zeus power. Yeah, same guy. Okay, cool. Cool. Alright, yeah, I know you saw back then. I think he's bald and he has a moustache. Kind of light skin. Or maybe not be bald actually, but he has a moustache, I'm sure, and he's kind of light skin. They judged it by the trailer. Some people said it was not that good.
It's nice to be appreciated.
Judged what by the trailer? Oh, wait, sorry, I missed something. I've never met anyone else who has seen this show, but since you're from the UK, maybe you've heard of it. It's a show called 99s. Yes, I've heard of it. I've not watched it though. I never watched it, but yeah, I have heard of the show. I don't remember when that was on. It was a while ago, I think. I think it was on a while ago actually, because I remember I definitely heard of it. But it just wasn't a show that I actually watched. Oh, Marlon Wayne's trailer. Okay. Marlon Wayne stand up. All right, that was just my trailer. It's worth watching. If you've got access to Netflix, it's definitely worth watching. It's really funny. I don't know how. I don't think Marlon Wayans is overly experienced with stand-ups, and that's not a stab at him, by the way, because he does really well in this. But I think this is something that's quite new to his comedy repertoire. But even case, he does really well. He's really funny. It's only about an hour, so it's not really long. Because you know, sometimes comedy specials can go on too long, and it's just like, you know, you're just kind of bored by it at the end. So yeah, I think an hour is right at the sweet spot that you shouldn't really go too much over above. But yeah, no, I liked it a lot. I liked it a lot. So that's something I could recommend. If the trailer doesn't do it justice, I can tell you that the show is really funny. I'm just happy someone has heard of 99. So I saw it on the BBC channel, very dark comedy. Okay. Marlon Wayans has been in comedy movies and is from a comedic family. I assume he has been honing his skills since his movie days. Oh, definitely. And, you know, of course, there's skills that transfer over. So going into stand-up, I'd imagine it's not like he's starting from scratch. You know what I mean? There's skills that he would have learnt that he can use in stand-up comedy. But I do believe he's quite new to it. Like, that's not his first stand-up. From my understanding, like he's done like sort of the clubs and that sort of thing, but that's all kind of in recent years. So this comedy special that he's done is his first comedy special. But yeah, worth watching, man. Funny dude, man. Funny dude.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Attackers incoming in 30 seconds. Come on.
In an interview, he said he stopped stand-up after Chris Rock heckled him. Oh, yeah, I think he did say... Yeah, I remember him saying that. Yeah. But he wanted to say that you appreciated that because it's, you know, things that you learn from. I guess that heckling works in his case because he's funny now. Chris Rock would get to me. He's a kind of comedian. He's funny. You know what? I would say that Chris Rock's recent stand-up is funny, like the tambourine special is funny. I'm not sure I thought it was as funny as I've seen in previous years from Chris Rock. So I don't know. Not trying to knock him because he's a funny dude and definitely one of my favorite comedians. But yeah, the tambourine special, I liked it, but I think towards the end it's just that part where it kind of feels like it drags a little bit. Well, yeah, I don't know what he said to him, but he just said something about Chris Rock heckled him. And then, but yeah, something that he learnt from, something that he just took and said, okay, cool, got to get better. And he did, eventually. Some people have it and some people don't. You know, that's true, but I don't think that's enough to just leave it there, because even if you don't have it, you can get it, you know. You might not have it now, but you can get it, you know. So, if you don't have it, get it. If you don't have it and you want it, then get it. Damn it. Now I'm thinking of In Living Color with all the Wayans brothers. Yeah, they never actually showed it over in the UK. I've seen a few clips here and there on YouTube, but they never actually showed it in the UK. So yeah, that's something that we missed out on. If they did show it in the UK, then I never saw it. But yeah, that's something that we missed. That I feel like I missed out on, because a few clips I've seen on there, it looks really funny. Like I've seen one with Jim Carrey when he's doing the not Vanilla Ice, Snow impression. He's like, imposter, I'm just as good as from Toronto, no matter how I sound. There was an interview, I don't want to ruin it because what Chris Rock was it? Ruin it because what Chris Rock was funny. Tell me you master. Chris Rock is such a neat person, yeah. One thing to remember in life, celebrity isn't the only measure of success. Well, that is true. 100%. I think in the end, success is always... Ooh, what happened there? Success... Oh, it's a portal, okay. Success is what you make it, or how you define it. And I would say a very basic definition of success is when preparation meets opportunity. You know, but you can create your own. But remember, you can create your own opportunities. You don't have to just rely on opportunities coming to you. You can create your own opportunities. But I think as a very general, basic description of success is, for me, would be when preparation meets opportunity. But that being said, you ultimately define success how you want to define it. Whether success to you is this thing or it's something else. It doesn't have to be money. It doesn't have to be fame. It could be anything you want it to be. And you can have that as your measurements or definition of success. Ay, ay, ay. Like, for example, let's say this game that I'm playing right now, you know, I'm getting my asses handed to me, clearly. But I can still say that I'm successful at this game if my measurement is to say that my goal is to play this game every day, right? My goal is to play this game every day. And if I do that, then I'm successful at achieving that goal. It doesn't matter that everybody's better than me or that I'm dying all over the place. If I set the goal as to play this game every day and I do that every day, then that's success. You know, so preparation meet opportunity is preparing to play the game and creates an opportunity to play the game. The actual measurements of success is the thing that you do. So how you categorize success or what you call success, that's up to you. My advice, if I may, though, would be to make your goal the action rather than your goal the outcome, because you can't always control the outcome, but you can always control your actions. You know, you can't control that. For example, let's say this game as an example. I can't control that I'll get 20 kills per game that I play, because it depends on how other people play as well. So I can't control what they do. You know, I can only control what I do. But what I can say is, okay, well, I'm going to play this game every day and I'm going to play it to the best of my ability every day, and that would be my measurements of success. And as long as I'm doing that, regardless of the actual outcome, I'm successful. So my advice would be to define success as the action and not the outcome. Define that success as the thing that you can control and do that thing, and you'd always be successful. Success is overcoming what you define as an obstacle. If you don't define it as an obstacle and it is not an issue, and someone can't rightfully say you're unsuccessful. Well, people, yeah, I mean, people can say it, but it's just, it shouldn't mean anything to you as you define your own thing. So somebody else might look at you and say, well, like I got a comment on one of my piano videos the other day. And it's an old piano video where I only been playing, at the time I had only been playing for about 3 months. And I put up a video saying, this is me playing after 3 months. And, you know, this is how far along I've come. And just recently somebody found that video and they wrote, it took you 3 months to play that. I like this song in it. I like this piece in 5 days. Ha 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 ha. That sort of thing. And, you know, good for him, true. But at the end of the day, I know that in that 3 months, you know, all the other stuff that I was doing as well. So for me, getting that good in 3 months is my success. You know, I don't have to be as good as somebody else. I don't have to be, you know, on this person's level and that person's level. Just knowing that I did what I could within that 3 months, that's my success. Regardless of how good somebody else can get, I got there in 3 months. So, yeah, so somebody can laugh at you. Somebody can say they're better than you, but it doesn't matter when you define your own terms. Philosophy is fun. It can be. You're definitely not a 22-year-old Haze. Been a while since I've been 22. You learn things. Well, I try, man. I try. You know, I think the thing about knowledge is that they have to remember there's a difference between knowledge and intelligence. You can know a lot of stuff, but it doesn't necessarily mean that you're intelligent. Because knowledge refers to the things that you know, whereas intelligence refers to how you use what you know. So, you know, you don't have to know everything, but if you are, say, emotionally intelligent, that's important. And just always trying to think about how you use what you have and how to practically use what you have in a productive way that benefits you, you know, and taking all those lessons in and not just, okay, I know this, I know this, I know that. Because it's easy to know something. Anybody can know something, but if you're not really using what you know to benefit you, then it's just knowledge without intelligence. So knowledge is good. I believe intelligence is better. Ideally, of course, you want both. But yeah, it's good to know stuff. It's better to use what you know. You'd be so quick to celebrate if you had the most kills. You would forget all of that. It's about taking part nonsense. Well, I mean, you know. I'm only human, innit? I'm only human.
It's a perfect day for some mayhem.
Ba, 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 ba. I mean, end of the day, who doesn't like to win, right? But I will say this, though. My goal isn't to play this game every day. I was just using that as an example. It's not actually my goal to play this game every day. I was just using that as an example of something, you know, setting goals as the things that you can control. Also, it's important to... You know, when you're setting goals, like, a lot of times you might hear people say things like set goals that are realistic. Which is true, you should, but you also have to remember that realistic is... what is realistic is... Let me start again. Realism is subjective. Reality is subjective. What is realistic to one person is not realistic to another person. For example, if you think of, like, say, computers, for example, you know, you go back a few hundred years, say 300-400 years, what we take for granted as a computer now is just a wild dream back then. It's so unrealistic back then, but yet here we are. So realistic, what is realistic is subjective. Be realistic, sure, but understand that you define what is real, you know. What is your life goal then, Haze? Also tell us the meaning of life. We want to get philosophical, huh? Philosophical. My life goal, I guess I'm going to be very general. My life goal is to be successful. I would say that my life goal is just general happiness, and I feel like I've achieved that. And it's just mainly maintaining that happiness, and doing what I can to maintain that happiness. In terms of getting specifics, you know, I like to do YouTube. I like being on YouTube. I like making videos, the comedy videos in particular, you know, and putting those out. I enjoy doing a stand-up comedy, so I want to do that as much as I can. I enjoy playing video games and, you know, movies. That's always going to be part of as well. But ultimately, it comes down to, you know, doing, you know, understanding what makes me happy, understanding that a happy Haze is a productive Haze, and it sounds when I say focus on your happiness, it sounds like a selfish thing, but I think in truth, the happier you are, the better you serve other people, you know. So that's important to remember. When you're miserable and negative, you don't serve other people, you don't serve anybody, you don't serve yourself, and you don't serve others. But when you're positive and when you're happy, you know, doing that serves other people as well. So it serves yourself, but by doing that, like serving yourself, that happiness and that positivity, it serves other people. Maybe not in the most obvious ways, but it does. So yeah, it's just doing this to the best of my abilities and maintaining that. That's my goal, and what I intend on doing. Why? What's going on? Oh, I can't pick. Oh shit. That's okay. Let me go Tracer. No, I got kicks, I think. Shit. Took too long. Somebody else picked Junkrat before I did. And the answer is no meaning itself. There is no meaning itself. Damn it, Haze, why you got to give a succinct answer like that? You're too good for this site. Well, I try. I don't know about that, but I try. I can't. I mean, I don't know. Was that a joke? We said there's no meaning to life. I think there's a meaning to life. I think there's a meaning to life. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I guess it's. I mean, it depends on your beliefs, of course, and getting into, without getting too, you know, sort of philosophical or too religious or anything like that. But I think that, you know, ultimately you define that meaning yourself, and I think for me personally that it's difficult to think of this world and all its beauty and all its complexities and all its, you know, everything that it is, and it means nothing. That's a difficult thought for me. I'm not saying that means it must have, you know, it doesn't. It might absolutely mean nothing, and maybe there is no meaning to life, and maybe that is the case. But I just think for me, like, it's hard for me to believe that, because it's just, when you look out into the worlds, you know, there's so much, you know, intricacy in nature. You know what I mean? There's so many things that. There's so much order and so much chaos and so much that exists and so much logic and illogical things that it's like, You know, can this just be an accident? You know what I mean? That's a difficult thought for me. So, yeah, I believe there's a meaning to life. I believe that there's a purpose, you know. That purpose is going to vary from one person to another, you know. Well, I mean, the meaning doesn't just exist outside of us. Okay, I mean, it doesn't just exist. It is tied between two things. It implies intention and other things. Okay, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Sprays. Basically, we give meaning. It all comes from the definition of meaning, which has many meanings. The meaning has many meanings. I tend not to get into the nitty-gritty anymore. Equip that. I don't play as Hanzo, but still. Elisa.
I'm simply full of current outlook concerning.
Yeah. Open up loot boxes. I've never paid for a loot box. I have no intention of ever paying for a loot box. Not all of them. Not all of them. I think I've tried maybe about half, and others I just haven't really bothered with. But now I haven't played all of that. Farah, I don't think I played a Farah. Oh, that looks nice. Let me equip that. I don't think I played as a Torbjorn either. I'm pretty sure I haven't played Zenyatta. Actually, no, I have, but not since I bought the game. I think I played Zenyatta when I had the demo. You have left the group. Oh man. Oh, that little crick in the neck. Okay, you know what? Let me close this down for a minute. Play a little bit of a DMC. Can you guys hear the background audio, by the way, the background music? Was it too low? Because I might just sing along to myself, and it might I just might look a bit weird right now if it's too low. Can you actually hear the music in the background?
May Cry HD collection.
Oh. Loading data. I can hear it enough to know you aren't just singing to nothing. Cool, that's alright then. That's cool, good. I don't look like some weirdo just like bopping my head to something and say, oh, yeah, what's he doing? As long as you can hear it, that's good, he's good. Alright, so load up. So I had to do, what's it sound like? Find the door, wasn't it? Yeah, open the door to the cathedral. Wait a minute, do I still have my... Oh no, I don't have... Oh shit, it started again. Didn't save. I'm gonna have to do it all over again, man. So what's the point of having... What's the point of having a save option if... it's not going to actually save your progress? Like, what's the point of that? I mean, I guess it saves when you complete missions and stuff. Ah, shit, man. Died up, man. Died up. Try. I don't want to try it. No. No. Don't make me use an orb. What's the point of using the orb anyway? Because I got to start. Flipping out. Shit, man. Portals, man. Oh, come on. No, I'm not using another. That's ridiculous. I'm not going to use another orb. Let me just exit this shit. I'm not going to use another orb. Reset. Yeah. There's no easy reset on this. You have to come all the way out. Screw their rules. Exactly. Exactly. Alright. I'm not sure why it got so hard all of a sudden. Like, I did this yesterday and it was fine. Now I'm dying twice? Like, what a one, man? What one? Devil may cry. Ah. Oh, man. All right, here we go. Store is locked. So I need to find that rusty key again. I did all this yesterday. Man. So what's the point of a save if you can't actually save? I don't have my guns no more. Ah, shit. It's not like it was a limitation of the time either. They could easily make a save system work better than that. Exactly, man. Like you save and then you have to start from the beginning anyway. Like, what's the point of having save? Okay, got him. Ugh. I have to do all that rusty key nonsense again. Alright, alright. Get this sword again. I am Alistor. Is this game sort of Metroidvania-like? I guess there's similarities, but I mean, I haven't played Castlevania, so I'm not too sure what that game's like in itself. But Metroid, I guess there's some similarities. I mean, minus the fact that it's not Metroid, but yeah, I think there's some similarities in a sense, like actually, no, I'm not sure they're. I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Maybe it's just games in general. Right, going back to areas after you get some items. Okay, like abilities. Or does it just continue going forward? I think you do have to go backtrack a little bit in some cases. Like for example, that rusty key. You have to get a key and come back to that. I have the power. Yeah, a lot of games like that though, aren't they, where you have to revisit certain areas after you've gotten a particular item or skill or a key or something. This is the rusty key. I went to PC. Around the PS2 era, so I missed many games. I always wanted to try Bayonetta though. Bayonetta's on PC, isn't it? Weepon. Yes. me my shotty. I think the original Bayonetta was ported to Steam. Yeah, okay. Oh, it was ported, so it wasn't on PC originally. Okay. Yeah, so I've not seen it on PC. But okay, so that happened afterwards. But I've not played Bayonetta anyway. It's out on the Switch now. Give me my shotty. Yeah, how you like me now? Take care of these guys all day now. I mean, I would not have to. This would be long otherwise, really. I think the original Bayonetta. Oh wait, no, original Bayonetta still was ported yet. Oh. 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 Yeah, that's the thing about the lion. Stand up soon too, haha. Take a break every hour or so, yeah. I know. I've got you. Thanks for that, but yeah, I got it. I'll try and get through this level. I'm probably looking to wrap up the stream a little bit, but I want to see if I can get through this level before I do that. But yeah, no, I appreciate it. Yeah, the concern. Important to stay healthy. Only get one life to live, so make it your best one. There's another person here. Oh, so you should stand up, so sorry. I was thinking the other way around, my bad, but yeah. I guess we both should stand up, really. Oh, get off. Something engraved beneath the opening. Staff of Judgment. A staff that shines with mysterious light. Yep. I can't believe I didn't save after all this. I remember all this. Yeah, I've got to deal with these witches now. Which is which? Got the last one? That was the last one. Spiders, man. Shall I use a Staff of Judgment? Yes, I shall. Okay, and that was what it was. Just putting that thing in the thing. Mission clear. Clear time. 44. Is that right? 44 minutes. That can't be right. It didn't take me 44 minutes to get through this. But then again, yeah, maybe. Shall you do the thing that you have to do to continue the game? Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well, Overwatch got all gothic. How you doing, Eric Hawk? Save. Yes. Yeah, was playing Overwatch. I switched to this for now, but yeah, I was turning us off now. Turning us off now. Dante is the newest hero. Hey, how cool would that be? Right? How cool would that be? Yeah, that's what we need. Dante. What did I just do? There we go. That's what we need. Dante as a hero from Overwatch. Well, big up, Eric. Thanks for coming through. Yeah, we're just almost about to wrap up the stream. But yeah, appreciate you coming through. We can still hang for a little bit, though, still hang for a little bit. I usually live stream from about 7 p.m. weekdays, most weekdays. So yeah, if you want to subscribe, that'd be much appreciated. And come back. Should be like should be live streaming tomorrow. So yeah, if you want to come back tomorrow, or you can just hang out for now. Why not? Hang out now and come back tomorrow. Do both. Why not? I need the views. But yeah, I appreciate you coming through, Eric Hawk. Juggleability. Yeah, how awesome would that be, man? Yeah, they need to do that. Get Dante in Overwatch, man. Listen, Blizzard, talk to Capcom. I'm sure they'll be okay with it. You know, of course, sort out the balancing. Make sure he's not too overpowered. Blah, blah, blah. And not the new Dante, the proper Dante. Like this Dante. Not that new Dante they had in DMC. Get a proper Dante in there. That's what they should do. Whichever characters, whichever video game characters you think would be cool to have in Overwatch. Now that we're talking about that. I think Samus Aran would be a good one as well, actually. I think Samus Aran would be a good one. Who else? That's probably loads, I'm sure, but Samus almost looks like she's designed by the Overwatch team. Yeah, you know what I mean? Maybe that's part of the inspiration. Samus, maybe that whole thing was part of the inspiration. Possibly. I mean, Nintendo are kind of a big deal, so I guess maybe everything's inspired by something Nintendo did one way or the other. Maybe not directly, but at least indirectly. Man, I can't think of any right now, but it's probably loads. Might need a little bit of jolt. How about Cuphead? That'd be a good one to have. Cuphead with a finger gun. Brrr. I don't know about Master Chief though. Master Chief might be too boring. I mean, I guess it could fit because they do have Master Chief type characters in there. But I don't know. It might be a bit boring though. I think it's better once we have a Master Chief. And he's 2D. Yeah, it can still work. It can still work. It will look a bit odd, but it'll still work. I mean, make him 2D in a game so he's hard to hit. Yeah. You can only hit him from the sides. Fits through cracks, exactly. Slide. Oh man. Excuse me. I want to say things, but they would look ridiculous. Okay. I mean, what are we talking about? Super Meat Boy would be fun. That's not ridiculous at all. I mean, let's see. He doesn't have a gun, though. So he might die very quickly. But he dies a lot anyway. That's kind of his thing. You play Super Meat Boy, you just die a lot anyway. So I guess that's the thing. He doesn't have a gun. He just gets shot at. Even try to slippery meat juice runs real fast. Oh, that could actually be something. Yeah, like if he runs real fast. Like he's easily hit. Like he's very easily hit, but he can run really fast. So maybe not too easily hit, but fairly easily hit. So but he runs really fast, and his meat juice, if you slip on it, you die. Like you just slip and break a neck or something. And that's gonna slide faster or slide into hazard. Yeah. Or maybe it just doesn't affect allies. That might be easier, really. You know, blue sludge doesn't affect allies, just enemies. But yeah, I guess there's quite a lot. Yeah, I guess there's a lot of characters somehow, some way can work in an Overwatch world. I mean, they've got a large range of characters that they're not all shooters. You know, some of them have knives, some of them have bow and arrows, some of them do magic. So yeah, they've got a wide range of shooters in this, characters in this. So I guess there's not many characters that won't really work in an Overwatch world, really. Imagine 200 character roster like that. They can build to that because they just announced Earthman Jim. Oh, that'd be awesome. Pulls his head out and just whips you with it. But yeah, they just announced a new hero. So I mean, it could be a while before we get to 200, but you know, we're heading there. Duke Nukem, okay. Yeah. I never played that Duke Nukem game actually, but yeah, I think it could work. Just big guns. Big guns and cigar smoke. Oh man. Enderman window. Name is Jeff. How you doing, Enderman window? Enderman. Appreciate you coming through. What up, homie? How's your day been, Enderman? We're just wrapping up the stream right now, but you know, just chat for a little bit before we depart. My name is Jeff. Okay. Don't you hate it when your intestines fall out of your butthole? I mean, that's never happened to me, but okay. I'm sure it'd be awkward if it did. So not very pleasant. But I can't speak from experience on that. It's a real I'm sure it is. Your intestines just falling out your butthole. That sounds very awful. It's never happened to me, thank God. Whoever that has happened to, I feel sorry for those guys. But get a cork. Just plug, yeah, butt plug. Just get a butt plug. That would do it. Wait till you hate 3281. Is that a year? What is that? Is that a year? 30,281. What was that? Not sure I get that. Not sure I get it all, but okay. Okay, we're heading there, I guess. Oh, man. No, when you turn TF is my auto. TF is my autocorrect. No, when you turn. Okay, I'm still not sure I get what you're saying, dude. Sorry. I'm not sure I'm understanding it. I'm sorry, my bad. Oh, wait till you turn. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. So till I turn 30,281 years of age. Gotcha. And age is millennium. Yeah, gotcha. Well, I mean, that's a lot. That's an old age to reach. If I ever do reach that age, then I guess people will know what my secret is. But I won't tell them, because that just ruin all the fun, wouldn't it? The wonders of text communication. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't always come out well. Sometimes it does come out. You know what I'm saying? Intestines go bye-bye. Yes, sir. All right, guys. So what's been happening? What is happening? So yes, I have a video out on my comedy channel over on youtube.com/BanditHaze. The link is in the description. Please check that out. It's a comedy video talking about chat up lines that women use on men. So yeah, please check that out. Subscribe if you haven't already to Here and There. I live stream most weekdays, so I should be back tomorrow 7 p.m. GMT. But if you haven't already, for all the stalkers and the stalkers, anybody who hasn't hit that subscribe button, please do, and get a notification bell as well, so that you get the message when it goes live. But yeah, should be back tomorrow about 7 p.m. GMT. In the meantime, yeah, I've got some video. No, wait a minute. Oh yes, posting a new video tomorrow as well. Reaction video on the channel. Look out for that. But yeah, in the meantime, check out the comedy channel. Chat lines that girls use on men. That's over on the Bandit Haze channel. YouTube.com/BanditHaze. Check out the link in the description. Well, you seem. Let's better. Oh, appreciate the sub, Enderman. Big up for that. Brrr. Enderman, new sub. Welcome to the village, Enderman window. Brrr. But yeah, check out the other channels as well. Links in the description, because I post videos regularly there. I put my heart and soul into these things, man. So yeah, and I'd be appreciate if you did check out the stuff over that channel too. But yeah, that's gonna be all for now. So guys, to all the stalkers. Just got a notification. Yeah, Enderman Windows subscribe to the channel. Yeah, appreciate that. To all the talkers and the stalkers, I appreciate you and all that you do. Thank you for keeping me company. Thank you for keeping the chat lively. Whether you stayed for a little bit, whether you stayed for a lot of bits, it's all appreciated. So thank you for that. But until whenever, if ever, yeah, respect. Wicked, wicked. Junglist massive. Peace out, y'all.